Sticky note to self. Trump will not get the glory of my fear, for it has been replaced with fire and fueled with fury for the fight that's upon us. I've waken up today so upset and just so disheartened by the fact that last night on November 8th, 2016, our country voted and elected Donald Trump to be the 45th president of the United States. Over 57 million people voted for him instead of Hillary Clinton or another candidate. And I find myself struggling a lot with who and what is making me upset about that. And I've chosen not to be upset with those folks who abstained, not to be upset with those folks who voted for Jill Stein or another candidate, but to be actively aware that there are 57 million people who have voted actively to prove and pronounce that the lives of people like me, the voices of people like me, the well-being of people like me do not matter to them, because they are willing to stand on the side of white supremacy, of racism, of hatred, of bullying, of misogyny, of xenophobia, of homophobia, of all of these things that are increasingly tearing us apart as people. And that hurts. That is keeping my stomach in knots today. And I have given a lot of emotion amongst friends, online, and within myself to how I feel about all of this. But there is one thing that I will not give Donald Trump or his supporters the glory of, and that is my fear. I am not afraid of what is about to happen. I am not afraid to organize. I am not afraid to mobilize people who have big hearts and have strong hands and have the courage to stand in solidarity and actually be stronger together to tackle and overcome all of the evil that this person, that this candidate, that this presidential elect represents. We have to do better. It is upon us. And so with that, if you are watching this, I ask you to join in with me. Muster up that courage. Be kind to your neighbor and your service workers and all the people who don't have the space and the privilege to reflect and cope. That is actually radical work. That is something that is hard to do. Being kind, listening, standing in solidarity, empathizing, speaking up, standing up, being an ally, praying with your feet. These are all radical things that we all can do in order to overcome what is happening in our nation. The effects of this presidency will be long-standing and deeply entrenched into the unraveling of our values and our sense of human decency. And we have the power to preserve those values. So I hope that you join me in doing this. I hope that you have the courage. Thank you.